Hawkeye, Disney Plus's Hawkeye. Marvel's Disney Plus's Hawkeye. Episode 4, Partners. Am I right? There's a lot going on, and it seems like they've got to ball it all up and complete it in a very short time because there's only 2 more episodes left. And maybe the Kingpin showed up. Maybe he's the uncle. They reference the Fat Man in the comics. That's what they call the Kingpin. That's what his subordinates call him when he's not around. The Fat Man. So that's got to be the Kingpin, right? Tracksuit Mafia worked for a guy that works for a guy that works for a guy that works for the Kingpin. So in the comic books, so it's got to be him. And where you find Kingpin, nowadays you're bound to find Daredevil too, right? He's probably not going to show up. It's only 2 more episodes left. They might mention him, but I doubt it. Yelena Belova shows up, the Black Widow's sister. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. She fights Hawkeye, but she doesn't kill him. I mean, if you're a world-class assassin, you don't just run up on somebody and just start throwing punches. She knew where it was at. Why did she shoot him from across the street? They all got those high-powered sniper-type rifles. Why didn't she just shoot him from across the street or shoot him while she was there? I mean, she had a gun, got kicked out of her hand, dropped on the ground. She could have shot him from the beginning. But well, maybe she wanted to hurt him. I don't know what that was all about. But she gets into a fist fight with Hawkeye, who is one of Marvel's, he's in the top 20 or 30 maybe of their best pugilists. He's a fighter. And she gets into a fight with it. He's a trained assassin too. It didn't make any sense to me. Why would she do that? It's kind of weird. Why would you do that? You want to avenge your sister? But in a street fight. I don't know. But this episode, they talk about the swordsman, Chuck, who has an accent. I don't remember him having an accent in the comics. I'm pretty sure he was like from Texas or someplace. But anyway, so Jack starts to make Kate like him. Kate starts to like him. She sees him as an actual person. And she also finds out that he may be the criminal she thought he was. Conflicting emotions. Kind of sucks for Kate. It was a good episode, but it seems like they've got more questions than answers. Is that Kingpin? What's up with Echo? She didn't really talk that much. And what's going on with Tracksuit Mafia? What's going on with that watch? I think that Kate's mother is going to be the MCU version of Madame Mask. I was kind of thinking Viper, but I think Madame Mask, because she's got more of a mafia type deal in the comics. So I think that that's who that's going to end up being, because she's clearly a villain. She's clearly a villain. Clearly a villain. In the books, it was the husband, but they reversed it, and it's the wife. So she's a villain. And I think she knows who the swordsman is, and I kind of think she knows who Ronan is. She's got a lot of mysteries. It seems like a lot of this stuff is going to spill over to another episode or maybe a movie. I'm interested in what they're going to do, because there's only 2 episodes left, so they've got to tie a bow on what's going on with the Kingpin, and then Yelena's got to show up. She's got to have another fight, man. And then they got to say, oh no, superhero mix-up. I didn't kill your sister. We were actually best friends. Why would she not know that? But there's a lot of stuff that it seems like it's hanging in the balance, blowing in the wind. A lot of stuff going on that doesn't seem like they're going to be able to put a cap on as quickly as 2 episodes left would suggest. Kate's good. Kate is really, really good. She fell off a building, came back, is fighting. She can fight Echo already, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy because the Echo girl, the Maya girl, has the ability to mimic the physical characteristics of other people. So she can watch a boxer, she can fight as good as that boxer. She can watch a martial artist, a spelunker, anybody, and duplicate their abilities. And so Kate is fighting, everybody really when she's fighting her. If I had that ability, I'd be sitting at home watching videotapes of Mike Tyson and Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and everybody else. If somebody came up to me and was talking crazy, they'd get a little bit of Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, So I'm thinking, she's had that ability since she was a kid. How many people has she seen fight? How do you fight somebody who can fight as well as anybody? But they keep beating her up. I don't understand that. Maybe her heart's not in it. I don't get it. But it was still a good episode. I'm pretty sure the mom is a criminal. Maybe Madame Mask, maybe someone else. Maybe they created a new identity for her. There's a lot of stuff going on in this episode, and they haven't. I don't think they're going to be able to close it all out. It's either going to be rushed, or they're not going to close it all out. But I do think Clint's going to make it home for Christmas. He's an Avenger. He's a dad. He's a star of the show. The show's named after him. He told his kids, "I'll be there." He's going to be there. He's Hawkeye. That's what he does. Hurts people and shows up for Christmas. Shows up, shows out. It's a good show, though. It's real good. I like all of Marvel stuff. All of them. And this episode, I would give this episode, we'll stick with the same and say 8. It was almost 7 because I didn't get what I wanted out of it. But 8 bags of popcorn, man. 8 bags of popcorn. Because that's what I think about that. Now that you've seen the video, what do you think about that? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.